Alright, so here we have a situation where I've got some students who are really struggling on some of these problems we're working on, where we're trying to crack the pattern, check out the structure of the situation to come up with an algebraic expression. Now, do you have a question in there? Go on then, go on. Alright, so let's look at number 14. I had some kids who are struggling with 14, and we'll go ahead and work on that. I'm just going to erase this work that I put on my paper. That was a very fun one that we did a few minutes ago, where we found the pattern was 3n plus 1. Now let's look at number 14. Now this is under the challenge items, so it makes sense that some of the kids would struggle with this one. It says, complete the chart by writing an expression for the pattern. Write a math story that represents the table. Let's focus on the expression, and then we'll worry about the math problem part, okay? I mean the word problem. Here we have, in the end, we have 30. Out, we have 13. I don't really see a pattern just yet. Let me try some of my number sense type things. 30 take away 13 leaves me with 17. Maybe if I subtract the top number from the bottom from the top, I'll wind up with the difference of 17. Let's see, 56 take away 26, well that gives me 30, so it's not going to be a pattern where you take away 17, it doesn't look like. Then I have 82 and I have 39. Okay. The relationships, let's see if it involves something with maybe a common factor. 30 and 56, those share common factors like 2. And that's about all I can really see that jumps out at me. They wouldn't share 3. They wouldn't share 4. They wouldn't share 5. They wouldn't share 6. They wouldn't share 7. I mean, 56 is 8 times 7, but 30 is not a multiple of 7 or 8. They wouldn't share 9. They wouldn't share 10 or 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 or 15. And 15 is the halfway point of 30, and 30 certainly won't go into 56 evenly. So it's not like they share a common factor other than 2. 82 would also share a common factor of 2, but I don't think that's going to really help us here as far as picking out a pattern. What about we look at something different? What if we try to think about division? What if we try to see how many times 13 will go into 30? How many times will 13 go into 30? All right, sweet little Balin.
Once.
No. 13, I can get more than one group of 13 out of 30. How many groups of 13 can I get out of 30? I'm going to sling this one at Balin again. What do you think, Balin?
Twice.
Twice. I can get 2 groups of 13 out of 30. Now, will 13 go into 30 evenly, or is there a remainder? And how much is the remainder?
4.
No. Is it really 4?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. 13 times 2 is 26. 30 take away 26 is 4. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you are correct on that. So we have a remainder of 4. Let's look at 56 and 26. How many times will 26 go into 56? All right, how many times? Sweet little Burns again. All right, 2 times. I can get 2 groups of 26. That will give me 52. 56 take away 52 is 4. Starting to see kind of a pattern. 82. How many groups of 39 will I get out of 82? Gracie.
2.
I can get 2. 39 times 2 is 78.
78, yeah.
And 82 take away 78 is what?
4.
Is 4. So it looks like we can divide the in by the out, and then it looks like the quotient is going to be 4 larger, or 4 left over. Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that will work or not. That can work as a pattern or not, can it? I want you to take that information and see if you can come up with a pattern. We said that you could take the in, and I'll write in, You can divide it by the out, and it's going to give you 2 with a remainder of 4. I want you to take a couple minutes and see if that pattern, if we can make that into an algebraic expression that will help us figure out what goes here if this b was 200 or something. All right, go ahead and work for your groups for a minute and see.
You said it equals 200. What'd you say? What'd you say? It doesn't matter. What did you say? It don't matter. So you say something. You said why are you
I don't know what's happening. Do you have to take it?
Yeah.
Are you out there? Taking whole
Okay, you've had a chance to play around with that pattern that we established to try to come up with an algebraic equation. So let's see what some of y'all came up with. I'm going to sling this one at my good buddy, sweet, lovable, all right, Bradley. Bradley, what'd you all come up with for an algebraic expression that represents the pattern? Okay, so I didn't give you enough time to think it out. Okay, I thought people were finished based on some signals I was getting. All right, let's come over here. What do you think, little Brenton Turner? What do you think, young man? Okay, I've got a fellow at your table saying he's wanting to take a guess. All right, Burns, let's hear your guess. Pardon? I don't know. This one is very challenging. All right, Logan, what do you think? Okay, let me give you a little bit more help on this, maybe a little bit more information, because this one is super, super challenging apparently. Let's do a practice here. Let's see what happens. Let's say that B, every time you have B, like 82 here, if you divide 82 by 2, because we said that, you divide by 2, you get a remainder of 4. If you take 82 and divide it by 2, you're going to wind up with 41. What are you going to do to 41 in order to get 39? What do you have to do to it? Subtract 2 from it, right? And that gave us 39. All right, let's check this out and see what happens here. Let's say we got 56, and we're going to divide it by 2. 56 divided by 2 is going to give us 28. Now, what do we do to 28 to get 26? Subtract 2 from it, and that sure enough gives us 26. Here we have 30. 30 divided by 2 equals 15. What are we going to do to 15 to get 13? Subtract it by 2, and that's going to give us 13. So, we start out with this. This seemed to be what was going on, but it really wasn't the algebraic expression. It was just some information that we've come up with. We said you divide your in data by your out data, and you're going to wind up with 2 with a remainder of 4. And we went ahead and we tested it out, and we said, well, if you divide the in by 2, you get a quotient, but you have to subtract 2 from it in order to get the out. So, what do you think our algebraic expression is if we want to know if B equals 500, what we're going to have to do to it to figure out what goes in the out? What are we going to do? Alright, I'm gonna sling this one over at Bradley again. He's had, he need more time to think a minute ago. What'd you come up with, Bradley?
I think it's gonna be V over 2 minus 2.
Like that?
Yeah.
I think you are correct. That is what you will need to do. Now, we still have to come up with a word problem, a story problem that would be represented by this situation, but the algebraic expression part was the toughest part. This was a challenging one, but V divided by 2, subtract 2, gives us the out data. Good job, kids.